Okay, I'm just going to get set up here. Okay. Ding-a-ling-a-ling. I don't know about that. So I'm just going to have to put you down here. Alright, that could work. Ow, 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 ow. Checking the Angel of Authenticity here, live from outside the motorcycle shop in the fort. The fort number 2 this year. Well, fort number 2 on this property this year. Anyway, 1 second. I gotta go grab a light. Okay. Move this over. Oh, here. Of Authenticity here, live from outside the motorcycle shop in the fort. Play a little bit of I don't know. Some original music anyway. I didn't play my guitar at all yet today. Believe it or not, I live in the middle of nowhere, but as soon as I press record, it's like, you name it. I'm surprised Godzilla hasn't come walking through the woods yet or nothing. Like literally Godzilla. I hope everybody's having a good day. It's like beautiful here in northern Indiana. A little bit warm, but can't complain about that really. It's I don't know. I'm sweating, but I'm just gonna warm up a little. Alright, so I've been working on this song, and I'm trying to make it my motorcycle song that I sing while I'm riding my motorcycle. But when I'm riding my motorcycle, I'm not playing my guitar. So I've been trying to integrate the two ideas here. I hear the words. Like I said, I'm usually riding my motorcycle when I sing it, so I can get up close. The whole world needn't hear my non-singing ass voice. My supporters generally, a little more tolerance for it. I mean, I'm not like no singer. I would like to be, but like I'm just a songwriter, man. I just write the music. That's what I do. I just write the music. Not meant to sing it. Like I said, I'm usually singing it on my motorcycle while I'm riding my motorcycle, and like I can't play my guitar while I ride my motorcycle. Although the last motorcycle song we had was Arlo Guthrie, and he did do that. He did play his guitar on his motorcycle, and it broke a string, and it wrapped around the tree, and he got into a pickle. So I learned from that. We don't want to ride our guitar, or wait, no, we want to ride our motorcycles and play our guitar, but not at the same time. That's what I was getting at. That was the last motorcycle song we've had. So, ladies and gentlemen, I present the motorcycle song of tomorrow. As soon as I'm finished writing it. My motorcycle runs on hopes and dreams. I'm just kidding. My girl's too. 99 replicants make $1 or two. So I like everywhere I go, it goes to. I don't worry about getting the food, 'cause I'll just ride my motorcycle. I'm riding on don't worry, cause I ain't alone. My guitar's got my back, and I got a song in the right as a just down the road. So if you try to locate, I'll just be out motorcycling down the road. Don't worry about a train. Guitar's got my back, and I got a song. My motorcycle. Don't worry about it, 'cause I know my guitar's got my back, and I got a song, so I'm driving that little that road when I roll on down that road, just me and don't worry about it, I ain't my guitar's got my back, I got a song, and I'll ride all day long, just me and my everywhere I go, it goes to. I don't worry about getting the food. I'll just go out with my motorcycle and a roll and a ride and a roll and a for the day, to the left, or the right. So if you try to locate me, I'll be out motorcycle and I'm riding on motorcycle. I don't know. That's my new song. I'm working on it. Like I said, I'm usually on my motorcycle when I sing it, so I had to change the melody up to make it fit that little doo doo that I've been writing. So yeah, that's what I've been working on. Because my motorcycle runs on hopes and dreams. Yours probably needs gasoline. I'm just kidding. Mine does too. 99 replicants make $1 too. So I'm riding and roll on my motorcycle. And I don't worry about getting the loot. I'll just ride my motorcycle. Everywhere I go, it goes to. I roll on down that road. I don't know. I'm just fucking around now. We haven't had a motorcycle song though since Guthrie was playing his guitar while he was riding his motorcycle. Got into a pickle. Everybody knows that story. If you don't, go look it up. Arlo Guthrie and the pickle story. The motorcycle. Because he broke a string, bam, it wrapped around the tree, and then he's like, boom, slingshotted right into a pickle with a cop. Stuffing that pickle down and a ticket. He got a ticket too, so we don't want to be like Arlo. We do need a motorcycle song. And I just wrote it. It will be the motorcycle song of tomorrow. Mark my words. I mean, what other one do we got? I mean, we've had a few motorcycle references, like ride my motorcycle in the rain, do do do. Like that's it. Like, if you guys know of one, let me know, because I can't think of any. Absolutely, hopes and dreams are awesome. I love hopes and dreams. My motorcycle really does run on hopes and dreams, though. People think I'm kidding until like the fucker never dies. I'll play you my motorcycle mechanic song next. It's the second song I wrote. It's a real pretty song for a motorcycle mechanic song, but it's kind of got a comedic edge to it. But don't forget to like and share and subscribe. It does help me out with Uncle Algo. He's a motherfucker. He's like that dirty pervert that nobody likes to talk about. They just tell you, "Oh, darling, don't sit on his lap. That's all. Go put some shorts on underneath your dress." That's how the algorithm is. Let me tell you what. A real fucking son of a bitch. Like wood burner material, as far as I'm concerned. Okay. I ride a Honda. I know that she's a little slow, but she starts in the cold without even a joke. That's no joke. She just goes and goes and goes. Your bolts don't fit my metric holes. Your nuts will just spin circles. Your wrenches you got, they don't fit quite right. You can spin them all day in them bolts. They'll never get tight. I guess you're the standard kind of guy. That's okay. So to all the motorcycle mechanics that I've known, I'd love to stop in for hello. But I ride a Honda, and I know she's slow. But she starts in the cold without even a joke. She ain't never broke. Goes and goes and goes. You'll never see me need no master link or no belt that needs tightening. I got a drive shaft, people just laugh until they see me put 75/90 right up her back. So it's all motorcycle mechanics that I've known. Love to stop in for hello, but I ride a Honda. No, she's slow. And she starts in the cold, and she goes and goes and goes through. I guess if you ever see me pushing my bike up the road, that's probably when a nice fella finally gifted me a Harley Davidson. I'll see you then. Your bolts don't fit my metric holes, and your nuts will just spin through. The riches you got, they don't fit quite right. You could spin them all day, and them bolts will never get tight. Kind of a cheesy song. I thought it was pretty good. Like I've lived at a Harley shop the last decade of my life, just over really for two different ones, and that's what the last guy used to say. Where I live next door to one, and I live above this one, but like it's all the same. Like my bike's never in the shop, like never almost. I got my angel wings put on and like some doodads. My saddlebags is a big thing. I go through a lot of tires sometimes because I ride a lot. Brakes maybe. I had to do some Bondo after some little bit of rabble rousing happened to my bike, so I don't know. My bike's been shot like the way I was on it. It's still got the bull hole. There's a screw in it now. It's been shot at. It's been baseball batted twice. It's been macheted. It's been kicked over about 300 times. Dropped in the river. Rode through just about every terrain and condition you can imagine. Like usually when I get stuck out in bad weather, if I actually do get stuck in it, because I'm real good about judging it, like just before, or I'll just sit and play my guitar somewhere at a gas station underneath the cover or something. I'm big about that. I drink too sometimes, so like if I don't want to. If I don't want to get on my bike, I don't. I'll just sit there and play my guitar. And that's probably saved my ass a couple times. Not because I was too fucked up to drive, just because I just felt like I needed to hold it. I go in divine timing. Devil energy tries to rush you all the time. That's always like a heathen behind a ghoul or something, you know what I mean? Like, that's never God. God doesn't rush you. God already says, like, 1,000 days on earth is like a day in heaven, and 7,000 days in heaven is like a day on earth, or whatever he says, like, there's no way to decide that. So, I don't use time in the clock anymore at all, personally. I could tell you about what time it is just about any time, or I'll totally miss the bar altogether because I'm not thinking about it. But like, it's the best thing I ever did for my life was to get rid of the clock and the calendar and the time. You only need time when you're making money for other people. That's when it becomes important all of a sudden. And in the midst of you making money for other people, you're having other people raise your children and all kinds of crazy shit going on. And I think that that's the best thing we could do for ourselves is just quit quit this bullshit janky life and like start living a life with your family and your house and your whatever it is. I mean, if you lose your big fancy house and you got like crazy Timu tent or something, like roll with it, man. Your kids will appreciate and love and learn and grow like in ways you would never expect. That like some proper school is not going to give them because the universities are indoctrinating people and they're turning them into marshmallows, basically. Like Melvina Reynolds spoke about when she sang the song in 1938 when she first wrote it. Little boxes on a hilltop, little boxes made out of ticky tacky. Little boxes on a hilltop, little boxes to see. There's a pink one and a green one and a blue one. Yeah. Anyway, and it goes on to talk about how all the people that live in the houses all went to the university where they were put in boxes and they come out all the same. And there's doctors and lawyers and business executives. And then they marry and they have children, and all the pretty children, they go to school, and then they go to summer camp, and then they go to the university where they are put in boxes and they come out all the same. So, yeah, I'm just saying. She was singing about that shit way long. Look her up if you don't know who I'm talking about. Melvina Reynolds. She was Pete Seeger's buddy. She married one of Pete Seeger's friends, but she was like labeled an anarchist or an activist. She went to Berkeley a couple times. Really neat lady. That lady was a prophet. Look her up, Melvina Reynolds. She sings like Little Red Hen. She sings a really cool song about the clearinghouse and the little mouse got into the wires. These were all true stories too that she was singing about. So that lady was a prophet as far as I'm concerned. Melvina Reynolds was a prophet. Look her up if you don't know her. Listen to what she's saying though in her songs. Mind blown when I discovered her totally because I wanted a song about a box. It's a long story. I did since and write one, but like before that, I just looked up a song about little boxes or small boxes or whatever, and I found that. I found her, and she was like my soul. She's my soul tribe, no doubt. That lady was talking about us eating plastic and not knowing it and paying twice as much for it. And if we knew what was good for us, we'd go wheat, make our bread, and have tomato sandwiches. That's what she was talking about in 1938. She was talking about what's going on down there and who's going to tell about it. And I was like, Melvina, this shit's been going on since you've been singing about it in 1938. Like, I know you're not trying to tell me that I don't know about all that. Like, I don't even know what's going on down there. I know there may be something. And then the bottom below, that's a cool song she sings. Do you think you hit bottom? Whoa, no, 'cause there's a bottom below. There's a low below. below, you know, and you can't imagine just how far you'll go down. I don't know who's in here with me. Is that you, Russell? Or did you already leave? And I got one of my day ones, A1s here. I can't tell. Well, anyway, Melvina Reynolds was a prophet. Look her up. Melvina Reynolds. She does the Weeds theme song, I think is what brought her a little bit. But that song, she does little boxes, all that stuff. It's right in line with my whole philosophy of life. So I figure, like, I'm not that far off because she was singing about the shit in 1938. That was way fucking before the internet. You know what I mean? Way before the internet. Like, I'm already like on a different page than most people. Go, oh, you spend too much time on the internet. I was like, no, not really. I'm just ADD like a motherfucker. It takes me 100 hours to do anything I need to do. A neurodivergent, I should say. Just a little bit different, a little unique. The song's called Lily. I did write some lyrics for the song, but I wrote it for a little girl, but she likes like the disturbed stuff. She likes some really heavy music. She likes the bass on it and stuff. But here I was trying to write her this beautiful song, and like her being a beautiful little girl, like a little tiny girl. She's like, no, I like the boom, boom, boom. It turned into a more intense song about a little girl, you know what I mean? I did write some lyrics to it. I kind of don't, I haven't ironed out yet. I name my kids, it's all straight lines. Some go up and down, and some side to side. Ones that are real tall and vertical. They stretch from the sky to the ground. They're the tallest lines around. They got ones parallel to the ground. They're the widest lines around. Horizontal lines are parallel. They go left to right. And you got one crooked little line. It's a diagonal. It makes a Y. L-I-L-L-Y. Oh, yeah, you were shaking, I see you know. Oh, you're on Wi-Fi? Is that what it says? I don't have my glasses on. I mean, I have my sunglasses on. Like, I can't see. I think that says Wi-Fi. Yeah, I understand that. We can't get internet out here at all. I'm on data for everything I stream, and it sucks. I go to the library and get a hotspot, though. It's pretty cool. It works great out here, but all the neighbors, everybody can have internet except for this address. And I got a girlfriend that's got the same problem, actually. But it's really bullshit. You get shit in the mail for it? Nope, can't do it. I have 12 companies I've called. You gotta have a clear shot of the tower for net nickel or whatever. And like, we got the only clear shot. We're on a balcony. Like, it's my backyard. You can see the tower right there where my computer's gonna go. Nope. I said, if we don't have a clear shot to the fucking tower, then I want to know who the fuck you give internet to, because that's bullshit. Let me just say, all the neighbors around have it. You know what I mean? They all got different kinds. Even like I can pull up 4 or 5. We're in the middle of nowhere. You could just barely get the neighbor signal or whatever. Just show it to like, hey, we got internet. Fucking crap when you make your money on the internet and everything you do on the internet because you like to be at home in the woods or something and riding your motorcycle. What are you gonna do, man? Unplug her. got a stick in my hands. Sit out down here with all the janky bugs too. I got like a chest harness thing for my freaking phone in the mail. I don't know. It looks like a lot of parts, but like I gotta figure it out. That might help because I thought if I don't want to wear it, it'd be neat for my motorcycle. You guys could come motorcycling with me, but like I could strap it around a tree or something. Is what I was thinking. I don't know. It was a Temu free gift. I'm a valued customer at Temu, so I just like getting shit in the mail that's not bad. You know what I mean? It's like, ooh, package, yay. Here's the mail, it never fails. It makes you want to wag your tail. I just found out the other day that was like that's an occultist thing or something somehow. I turned it off, but like, I was like, how the fuck? Me and my kid watch that shit all the time. He was a weirdo like PB Herman. Like, my mom was like, oh, that guy's weirdo. You know, who's a grown man making a fucking kid show like that? I'm like, yeah, but it's a green screen. It's like, he's just fucking acting it out. It's not like he's really hanging out with a blue dog in a suit or something. Like, you know, it's just like cartoon added in with him, you know? It's not like that when he's doing it at the studio, you know? I don't know, man. I don't know how it's like symbolism and the doodads or something. I don't know. I was like, huh. Can't trust nothing but the Looney Tunes and the Simpsons, man. I'm back to my original fucking doctrine. Everything you need to know is on the Looney Tunes. Everything you need to know about life and how to act and how to treat people and like how to, when you're encountering new types of people, like it's all covered on the Looney Tunes. What the Looney Tunes doesn't cover, the Simpsons does. And this much I know. And it's very biblical. I don't know if you've ever heard this spiel, but like it's very biblical. Check it out. This is why. Like you got Coyote and Roadrunner, for example. There's a beep beep at the beginning, and there's a beep beep at the end, and there's a beep beep in the middle every now and again. It's just like the story where Peter's walking on the water out to Jesus. When he's on the boat, he's a fisherman. Here he is, a fisherman on the boat. Like, oh my God, Jesus, save me, please. We're in the boat. It's a big storm. You know, they're on the ocean. They're in this little ass boat. But they're fishermen. They should be used to this. And they're freaking out. And Jesus is taking a nap. He's laying there literally taking a nap. Passed out. Passed the fuck out. Smooth passed out in the middle of a hurricane, basically. But you're a fisherman. You should be able to handle a little bit of turbulent water. You're used to it. For some reason, you know, Jesus is there. So they're like, oh, no, Jesus, we're so scared. You know, when you got somebody to complain to, I think is what it is. Like, I'm always alone. I ain't got nobody to complain to. So I never complain. Like, I'll figure a way out my own self, you know. But like, check it out. So Jesus is like appearing to him then in this fucking hurricane in the middle of the ocean, looking at him, and Peter's like, oh no, it's a ghost or something. It's not really. It's not. It can't be. It's not Jesus. It can't be. So he says, if it's really you, call me out to the water with you. So Jesus does. He gets him and he's walking. Paul's out there. Peter or Paul, I don't know, one of them. Out there walking. I think it's Peter. No, maybe it was Paul. I don't know. now I forgot again. But I think actually maybe it is Paul. But so he's walking out on the water, and it says in scripture, like the old scripture, it says he's seen the wind. Literally, he saw the wind. So he looked around, walking on the water out to Jesus in the middle of a fucking hurricane, which is pretty incredible. If you could just imagine that, like you're literally walking on water, and he looked over and he saw the wind. No, you know what I was thinking, Russell? I was thinking, like, what if he looked over and saw, like, a big-ass, like, crazy high-tech fan that was blown across the water to make him walk on it? Hmm? You know what I mean? That hit my spirit one day, and I thought, oh. Well, when he looked around and he saw the wind, he capsized. It was like the Roadrunner going beep, beep, because what happens when the Roadrunner says beep, beep? The coyote always eats shit. He runs off the cliff. He runs after him off the cliff. He doesn't fall, though, ever, until that Roadrunner goes beep, beep, you know, and then the coyote every time will look down. That's exactly what this dude did. That's exactly what Peter did. And he looked down, and after he saw the wind, and he capsized. And Jesus, out of his grace, pulled him up out of the water and said, ye who have little faith. So, like, no, man, he was just walking on the water, though. But, like, I can't remember which one it was. They were always hanging out together. But that's not the important part of the story. The important part of the story is he let that doubt and fear, like, oh my God, this is impossible. How am I walking on the water? Get into his mind. And I know that that's true because I've experienced it with my own self before. But like, that's where you get that is like a famous quote, ye who have little faith or whatever. But then I started thinking about it, like, what if it was like I said? What if you really did look over and see how the wind was coming out, just like they make thunder and lightning and like rain, you know? Could be. But like, it's a cool story still because it fits right in line. That's how it's biblical with the coyote and roadrunner, because the coyote's gonna fall as soon as that roadrunner goes beep beep, you know. As soon as the coyote does that, then the roadrunner falls, or the coyote falls, you know, and then he's like got flat ears and he's got a clenched fist and he's pissed off. He's like, and then he goes, what's he do? He goes and gets the dynamite every time, man. And what's he do every time? He blows himself up. You know what I mean? Like, just saying. Biblical. Everything. Really think about it. Like with the Looney Tunes, every goofy character or whatever was a real flaw that humans have, like a stutter, or like a lisp, or buck teeth, or like the controlling aspect, you know, or like you know, the cat and mouse shit, you know, like everybody, them tendencies that humans already possess naturally, born out of their womb, you know. And like then you started getting these stupid fucking cartoons that were, because them were important, them were staple things in their life. Think about it, like really think about what you learned off the, like, to just watch them again, maybe for a half hour, and you'll see what I'm seeing. I think, I don't know, maybe it's just because I was a kid that grew up in the 80s or something. I don't know, but like I'm not. I know I'm not wrong. I know I'm not wrong. I mean, that was like a guidebook for children, like the Bible for children almost. They even had the mother-in-law car, you know, that was way back. Like, don't move your mother-in-law in. Like, everybody knows that because there was the mother-in-law car, the big stretch limo-looking thing, and then it would be like a little bubble with this bitch in the back. You know, me mugging it. You know what I mean? Like, the Looney Tunes was what's up. Now, the Simpsons, yeah, they knew what was up and shit, too, and they were fucking hilarious, but a little culty. But the Looney Tunes, that was pretty wholesome, I think, even though it was Hollywood still. It's all the same. But like, what God will make it work for you if it's working against you. So if you're a faithful believer, I believe that too. I know it's true. Whatever works against you, God will make it work for you. Repeat. Is this the one in the middle or the one at the end? Or is this the every now and again? Because every now and then there's one in the middle, you know what I mean? Longer episodes or something. Well, like, not Peter, but Paul went on to build the Catholic Church, and I kind of have a lot of feelings about the Catholic Church. He also betrayed Jesus a couple times in life. So I'm looking at him more like a fallen angel, like somebody that maybe like, didn't quite do him right, because like he did. He was like, oh, Jesus, that guy, you know, when he was about ready to get crucified. That dude fucking backed out, like total sideways snakestem. I thought it was like, I would have never done like he did. Oh no, I didn't come in with that guy. No, that guy's crazy. I didn't come in with that guy. I'm just here with, you know, these ladies or whatever. That's what he did to him. And Jesus called it before he did it. You know, he said, "You'll betray me twice." But by the time the rooster crows, whatever bullshit he said, and it did happen. All his buddies got drunk and they weren't staying awake on their post like Jesus told them to. They weren't awake. They passed out drunk. They were supposed to be being alert and diligent and watching guard, and Jesus got fucking nailed to a cross the next day after that. So I'm just saying, I don't know why he was really asking God why he betrayed him as much, if it was him, like as much as he would have been looking at his friends saying like, huh, what the fuck did you do? Like, I don't know. But then you had a bunch of grown-ass adults following Moses around the desert, and God wouldn't let them into the promised land. Not because they weren't faithful. They were there following the dude because they complained their asses off. Fact. That when they were out there so long wandering around looking for the promised land that they had a whole generation of children. They were granted access in. Imagine Moses leading these people around. He's already part of the Red Sea. You know, like these guys have already taken like one or two fish and fed everybody. and you're still whining and bitching. Oh, I don't know how we're gonna. I don't know if it even. Oh, blah blah blah. Yeah, you know what I mean. To the point where God is so fucking mad at you guys that like he makes you fucking follow some dude around the fucking desert until you're old enough to have kids, and the kids get right in. Boom, they get right in. I mean, I was like, wow, huh. Watch the complaining. That's all I got to say. Be grateful. If you see a motherfucker part the Red Sea and you just watched your enemies get swallowed by it, like that were hot on your tail, like I'm cool. You know what I mean? I'm just gonna sit in the back, maybe walk a little slower than everybody else, maybe if I'm feeling down about it. But like you're already in the desert. People tried to turn around and go home and they couldn't. They for a whole 20 fucking some 30 year whatever it was, like enough time to go have children in the desert, wandering around the desert. So they must have been fertile and doing okay. Like that one or two fish thing happened a whole lot. It sounds like because like there was a lot of them. You know what I mean? Like God and Jesus was big on that. He's like, you got to stay steadfast, and like 7 of you guys will end up fucking winning it all. Like Braveheart, love that movie, or Brother, Where Art Thou? I love that movie too. They're both about tyranny though. They're both about tyrants and tyranny and overcoming them. Braveheart's amazing. If you haven't watched Braveheart in a long time, watch it again because of what's going on in the world now. I think it hit harder. It hit harder now than it did when it came out in like 2000 or whatever it was. Oh, Brother, Where Art Thou? Is just a genius piece of fucking work too. Excuse me, sir. I believe you're stowing money, dumb. You're folding money. Come on, stowed. The Knox Pizza Hut's still open. That surprises me because they always needed help, man. There was like never anybody working in there. It could have been their manager at one point if I would have like, focused. Society's pretty smart, actually. It's just the soulless people that are running around in these illusions. That's all it is an illusion. I don't think there's that many humans left, honestly. I think they've killed a lot of them. They brought eugenics back big time. There's like thousands and thousands and thousands. If you actually don't look at just one city, if you look at all the Midwestern cities, the 9 cities I toured last year in the fall, for example, and I know this for a fact because I went there and seen it with my own 2 eyes. I was there in 2021, and then I was there last fall through all these cities again, and they're corralling all the homeless people towards downtown by the resources. And then they're shutting off all the toilets. They're shutting off all the everything. Like you ain't got nothing coming, okay? Like big time. Even if you're just riding the Amtrak, like I was just passing through. I'm not homeless there on the street in the city. I was just passing through. I had a ticket and everything for the Amtrak, and the other time it was for the Greyhound. Same spot in Indianapolis. So there was no toilet paper in the bathrooms. They wouldn't keep toilet paper in the bathrooms. There was no soap in the bathrooms because they didn't want the homeless people to have it or whatever. But like I'm a paying ticketed customer here. You know what I mean? I had a 5-hour layover at that shithole. I was pissed that Indiana was being represented like that. Like that's horse shit. You don't want people shitting on the sidewalk. Have a fucking bathroom for people to use. Because like, you found a guitar pick? I don't use a whole lot of guitar picks. I do have one in my back pocket though. I try to learn. I've been trying to write my new songs with them, but I forget. I break them. They fly out of my hand. It's just I lose all my fingers. I tried to use the finger picks. They look like big claws. Too much shit on the way. I don't know. I can't even keep a band-aid on for more than 10 minutes. So. It does sound better than when I record, and probably live too. My fingers have a whole different sound. It's kind of a softer melody, I guess. Do you play any instruments? message for review. Whatever that means. It just does that if they think that you might have said something insulting or something. They know you're busy like making videos. So I'm not really sure what the criteria is. I mean, you know, I don't know. I wish I had pizza, man. I probably need to eat. Well, I'm a little weird. I taught myself how to play. I didn't have anybody to show me how to put my strings on. I've been playing for 4 years now. I didn't have anybody to show me what kind of strings I needed or I would like. I mean, I had zero, and I would not use YouTube at all for it. I use YouTube for a lot of things, but not for playing my guitar. And I don't play one cover song. If you threw a million, like literally, if you threw $1 million in front of me, I could not play Row Your Boat at all, but or any song, Happy Birthday, you name it, I couldn't play any of it. Not even like match it a little bit. Like I was here to create. I'm here to create. I'm here to create and to honor my loving ancestors and God and all things human and earthly, and that's what I do. But like, I believe that like the devil is all about that copycat energy, the doppelgangs. I mean, I've been a victim of it, so like it's really a true thing. It's copied, it's doppelganged, it's it's the worst thing because they can't take what's yours. Like at the end of the day, God ain't gonna let them. When you got spiritual shit going on, they don't let them because what works against you, God will make work for you if you're a believer, you know. And I do believe that that's what saved my ass. But like they'll dilute it, like the 1995 version of shit on the Chinese fucking bullshit. You know what I mean? They'll have a really great idea. But if they make that cheap version of it and everybody buys that cheap version of it, it seems like the product sucks. You know what I mean? And it ruins it. Like it ruins the great idea. And there might be a whole lot of people out there that would have bought it before, but aren't going to buy it now because like they think it sucks. They tried it and oh, no, that sucks. But it wasn't the actual idea. It was just a diluted bullshit fucking version of it. The Chinese 1995 version of it. See, and that's what they'll do. So before you even enter the scene, you'll have to be combating all these like fucking warfare, basically, you know, of these people with these notions and ideas, and well, I just figured, and well, I heard, and you know, like all that bullshit, like, you know, for real, because like I ain't got time for all that. You're the first person I've seen in 18 months. I mean, what do you mean you heard? No, I'm just kidding about that, but like, for real, that's what happens. He's a copycat energy, so I feel like people sell their soul kind of just to be able to play guitar, you know. And so I thought, just instinctively, I said, I'm going to learn how to play guitar. I'm going to order it. I'm going to buy it. And my only discipline, and it still is, I play it every time I see it. Every time I think about it, every time I see it, every time I get stoned. You know? I love playing when I'm stoned. I don't know. It doesn't matter where I'm at. Like I could be like just supposed to be clocking in for a job or something. And I'd be like, I gotta go play my guitar, man. I'd be like, oh, hold on, I gotta go use the bathroom. I'll be right back. You know, and I'll be in town playing my guitar every time. Like it's my main discipline. It's my only discipline. And I wrote about, I don't know how many songs I got now, but about 20, I'd say. I don't play them all the time. I got my staples. I usually when I'm jamming live, like all my songs go into each other. It's one long song, really. It's like one long badass jam. I kind of tend to play them in order, or I tend to play the songs that I wrote at the locations where I'm at. Like when I'm at home here, like I got a couple songs I wrote here, so I play them songs a lot here. Now, if I were to drive like 20 minutes away to a bridge, say, where I wrote another song, as soon as I get there, I'd want to play that song, you know what I mean? Because it's the same energy. It's the energy that I change my energy. That's why I take it, my guitar with me everywhere I go. I mean, every time, everywhere I go. And then that way you don't have like your motorcycle and whoa, I about fucking stepped on my computer. Brand new. I haven't even hooked it up to the internet yet. See? It's like a little Chromebook or something. Like I broke my other one and I'm a writer, so I needed it. I just about fucking it. I just about ate shit. Knocked my drink over, broke my guitar, and stepped on my fucking computer. That would have been terrible. I'd have been really upset about that. I probably would have just like hung my head real low on that one, and I don't even know. I had to ride my motorcycle after that one. That'd be a lot of casualties in one. That'd be bad news. But anyway, I forgot what I was talking about now. Oh, but I take it with me everywhere I go because then that way, like if it's my big day, you got a big event or something like that, you're not going to be putting your guitar on your motorcycle and it being a big thing, like, wearing that tuxedo and all that. It's always a nice event that, like, get fucked up and drop your bike or something because you're not used to carrying your guitar or some shit. I carry it winter, fall, spring, summer. If I'm just going down to the mile to get my freaking Red Bull and back, I take it with me. And I never regret it. I always regret when I don't have it with me. I never regret having it with me because if I get stopped by a train, which I got train tracks right across the street, I across the street train tracks, I got solar fields all around me and a nuclear plant on the other side. So, and this is rural area. This has always been very, very rural. We're south of the river here at the motorcycle shop. Getting I fucked up my own driveway there. I don't even know who these people are. All right, I gotta go though. I'm not gonna go. You want to stick for it with me? You're welcome to. You're welcome to hang out. I'm gonna stick for it because I gotta set you down because I gotta start doing something. You see me getting restless. I even know them people looking at me like I'm nuts, but because I'm talking to myself in the woods. That could be it. I like to give things the benefit of the doubt. You know what I mean? Like, are you talking to me? Are you talking to me? You looking for Johnny? It wasn't my turn to watch him today, but he should just be right in that shop door, I think. If you walk through the carport there, just open up that door and holler in there. He should be right there. Yeah, the dog's name's Blue, by the way. The dog's name's Blue. Johnny should be sitting right in there. Just holler through the door through him. Maybe I'll have to go. I don't know. They don't get many people like me around here, though. There could be only one. That's a fact. I guarantee it. You'll know it when you meet me. I could look like a lot of people. Maybe I got a familiar face or something, but like, you'll know for a fact when you meet me, or versus not. So, like, I'm gonna show you my floor here. Let me turn you around. So, I hate it because, like, you see that clusterfuck right there? I got it going a little bit better over here after it rained the other day. I got me some good poles in the ground there to keep everything upright. Over here, I thought I had it dug out, but I suck at digging anyway. But it wasn't. It was just like moving some sand around and it wasn't in there like they needed to be. And so this one is my new one I've been working on. And then I got my tent over there on my little platform. It's made out of like total janky stuff. Works for me. I don't know if I would recommend getting in it, but I used like OSB that was on the ground rotting away, and like I could barely pick it up without it crumbling, But I had a couple plastic crates I set it on top of. I just needed something to make the crates kind of smooth, so I didn't poke a hole through my tent. So like, this is my other stick for it. It's like just right across the way. This one's kind of fucked up and grown over because like this tree right here, it like moved about well, no, not 4 feet, probably moved like 1.5 feet towards the entrance here. After a storm, I was a little bit concerned about it actually following on the entrance, and somebody just kind of fucked up my energy in here. I don't really know what happened. So you can see it's like really overgrown right now. I'm going to revitalize it though now that I've started my other one and abandoned this one. The old switch of changos, totally something I'll do. Switch and switch again, switch back. Never switch. No, just started the other one, for the bad weather. I actually, stick fortin is like is a total winter sport, I think. I start these in like January, February. You can see exactly what you're dealing with, the live trees versus dead ones. These are all dead trees except for there's quite a few. This one right here is a live tree. So I mean, these are this whole fort is rooted. This one's a live tree right there. That one's of course a live tree, the big one that's leaning. There's 2 live trees on that wall. So it's rooted to the earth, like literally the core of the earth. I thought about making it, maybe taking this boat here. I could do whatever I want with it, I was told. Leveling it, because it's got a flat tire on the one side, and maybe I got a shit ton of pallet wrap, because I want to make a fort up in the trees. I don't know that would be the best idea to do with it, really. I was thinking about leveling that boat and putting my tent up there in this spot here, because if you look, there, let me turn you back around here. We're in a little nook right here. See, there's my fort now. I've been working on it and hanging out in. But you see here now, if I'm going to walk right here, boom, there's the road. So that one's really vulnerable. You could see it very well. This one here is completely indented into a bunch of bullshit fuckery. Like literally, it was all just raspberry bushes and like sticker bushes. You couldn't penetrate it at all when I started it. So now you could walk through the whole middle of it. So that's neat. But like, I got that indent and I got this one here. Like this junk will be here for who knows how long. But the boat will be here as long as I want it to be. So like, I don't know. You know, that shit's been there for years. I don't know. That van right there, it belongs to snivelly old bastard. Like, it's been here at least fucking 8, 9 years now. That, I don't know. I wish I could do something with it. But like, I'm going to jack this up, I think, and maybe just make it my platform for my boat. Chop this stuff down back here. Or not my boat, my tent. Chop all these stickers down here, because there's my fort right there. It's right, I don't know if you probably can't see it, but it's like right on the other side. But I got this nice little platform I can get up on my tent. Or whatever. I could make it like a little thingy, because I got the badass tree right here. Maybe that goes to it, you know? Maybe do my saran wrap thing between the boat and the tree, you know, also. But I was just going to saran wrap the whole boat shut, so I didn't have to fuck with it. There's like a motor in it I'm going to scrap, but like, I ride a motorcycle, so I don't know when that'll be. But see, it's dented in though. Anyway, the point is, you can't see it at all. Even if I tell people where it is, they can't see it. And then you got all these piles out here, you really couldn't tell anyway. But see over here, I started this fort here in this spot because we had all this shit dumped here. As you can see, this stuff right here is like sparklers when you catch it on fire, though. It's like flash powders, and then there's, I don't know, somebody put something on it, I think. It's growing grass, so I said, nah, it's just going to stay like that forever. There ain't no good wood in there. We got there's a shit ton of good wood on here, but I mean, there's just nothing but solid oak everywhere to cut, so. This is all just bullshit, like fucking come off the bay kind of stuff. Looks like a skidster just went and started digging out the freaking side of the river or something. So I thought though, when it snows, it'll be like a natural brim. My fort will be completely surrounded, and you know, like it's up on a platform now because of bugs and shit. But I probably won't have that tent out here in the winter. I kind of want to have my teepee, saran wrap teepee or something by then. Because I was thinking, I don't know if it'll work or not, but I don't see why it wouldn't. I'm already in a circle kind of here. If I saran wrap to one tree, like the ones with the V, and the inside, you know, to try to keep it inside, and there's another one. And then that one don't have a V, but it's got like 3 like real close together. If I just started going around in a circle, like, you know what I mean? Around in a circle with this pallet wrap and just keep going up and keep going up. Them are long, skinny trees. Them are perfect fucking teepee trees. There's 3 right there. Now these are bigger, so I'd have to bring them up over to this one. That one's already kind of going this way. I don't know. I think it might work. It's going to be really hard for me to do it by myself, but... And then here, you know, I got them all the way around here. So I could start there, you know, and go all the way around and just start wrapping. And just wrap the inside thing, you know. But here's my thing. If I have the plastic on the inside, it's going to be like too wet in there. I'm thinking like too condensation-y. It'd be better on the outside and have my sticks on the inside. But on the outside, it'll show and shine too much in the woods. It'll be really obvious and maybe even tacky looking. Who knows? And we are by the road out here, so I don't know. We'll see how it goes. I'm okay with them being inside, but I'm just thinking outside would probably be better. But it would be completely natural looking from outside, because otherwise you're going to be able to see the glare off that shit real bad. Well, anyway, I gotta go. I gotta go ride my motorcycle or play my guitar more or something. I don't know. I can't just hold my phone. I gotta get my chest thing done, though, because then you'll be able to see whatever I see out my heart. It like straps my chest. But like I said, I'm hoping I could get it strapped to a tree maybe or something. So I could put you like way up here and you could see me as I'm doing whatever. Instead of having you on the ground, which is very limited. So I'm slowly working on a whole doodah to make it more efficient. It's my hardest part is I'm out here a lot at night, not during the day. It's very difficult to get lighting that's right out here. That'll be okay. I can go in my tent. It kind of is like a glowing dome at night, but that's only if I'm playing guitar and not stickboarding. So I don't know. We'll figure it out. So until next time, the Angel of Authenticity reminding you to get real. Put the tent on the boat. Yeah, no doubt. That's what I'm thinking too. It might be a great idea. I think it. I think it would fit, and if not, I could probably make it fit. Obviously, I could always extend the sides a little. And also here, like, let me show you from this angle here. Also, if I did that, you could see like I got that thing sticking up because I was gonna make me a covered area over that area. But like I could actually put something in the center of the boat, like above my tent, to keep that tree from falling on it, say or whatever, some steel pipe or something. But then I could A-frame it like on each side of it. I would have between that little trailer and the boat, I would have a place to park my motorcycle that would be covered, and then my cool chair and my little camping area outside my fort right there would be kind of covered too. It'd be like indoor outdoor, which would be really badass. And now that would be pretty simple to do with that saran wrap because I could just go off that whole rig I got up there. Hold on. It's like an old swing set thing. I don't know. You can't barely see it, but like right. Wait, where's my finger? Wait. Okay, right there. I just got it like propped up in there. It's like it's hanging and sagging down now, but like I got another piece of that I could put on another side or and actually do it right. So it'd be kind of cool. So anyway, I gotta admit it. I gotta move that pile right there. The rest of that pile. That was a huge pile. Like one of them. I'm down to like nothing now, and that's about what I got to show for it. Yeah, not much. It's a great way to use your downed wood, that's for sure. I burnt very little of it, really. Johnny don't like to burn out here. He's always worried about something catching on fire or something. Like I did fire safety at the kids at school and stuff. I am Smokey the Bear himself, pretty much. So I don't really worry about it. But I burned in that little stupid gay fire pit with a little mesh thing on top of it, and I still get yelled at. So whatever. Whatever. I'm not the one that. It wasn't my idea to get all this wood out here. This is like we already had really bad yellow jackets and wasps and bees, but now, now it's a mecca for like undesirable things. And I'm one of them now in the woods here. And after I've worked that camp for a while, then I'll move to a different spot and start working that camp. Putting something neat in my legacy there. See, there's my entrance. The other one. But you know what I mean? There's that frame. Like I can go and A-frame it right on each side because these are all dead trees anyway over here. So like I can't anchor to any of them. That was another reason I wanted to move. I did that on purpose because I wanted an unusable spot of the yard to fuck with, so I didn't bother nothing. But I got my cool chair here. There's spiders in it though. Still, I got to get all the bark off. Super comfortable. Ooh, look at all the millipedes and shit. Ah, yucky, yucky, yucky. It's like really comfortable though. It grips your ass like a hand. The little hump right there. That's where your leg goes on each side. Kick back at it. It's pretty neat. Okay, until next time. Angel of Authenticity reminding you to get real and stay that way.